other words, how do we stand together, united? Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we really need to be.
Yeah.
You know, we need to focus on that every single day, and it can only start with us individually. And that's why I say strengthen that connection to Source, to God, to Allah, to Christ, whatever name you want to use. That is where we have to start. And we need to do that because when you listen, when you see what's going on in the world, and know that we're only getting maybe 20% of what's really happening from the major media. When you listen to this interview about what's going on in Rome, you will have a profound sense that it is time. This is happening. It's not in the distant future. It is literally happening as we speak, the playing out of Revelations. And ladies and gentlemen, we got to get our heads right. We really do. And, you know, whatever you think of me after you've listened to this interview, I want you to know that I have done this from my highest place with the most honest and honorable of intentions, because I love you, because I care. You know, I'm a parent, and I care. And I don't know what else I can do at this point. I have regrets. If I could go back in time, there are things I would do different, but I can't. This is the hand I have to play, and this is what it is. And I don't know if I'll be doing any more interviews after today. I have another one this afternoon. I don't know that there'll be any more. There may not. But, you know, I wanted to set the record straight. You know, I am not Darth Collier, the Sith Lord, though I am being portrayed as such. Everybody needs to be looking at their own shit, and they need to be dealing with their own shit before they start pointing the finger at everybody else, because that's what's coming up. Everybody's crap is coming up to be dealt with, and it's going to have to be dealt with. Okay? That's just what it is. So, Carlos, I don't know that I have anything left to say.
Okay, I think that it's very clear that you told. So I understand that after this interview, you won't take another interview, right?
I don't know. I'm just so tired.
I know.
I'm so tired, and my living situation is dire. You know, there's no money for food. I don't know what's going to happen to me after this. Mr. Stanley's remarks that everything's fine. It's a lie, but he did that to hurt me. But he didn't just hurt me. There are others that are now being hurt.
Yeah, I know.
But, you know, whatever. That's what it is. You know, it's dire. And if you can help, I would love it. I can't even tell you how much I'd appreciate it. But if you can't, because you already have, I understand that too. You know, I'm having to rely on some faith here as well. But Carlos, I don't know. The phones will be off any time now. You know, the phone will be off any time now.
Okay.
So that's why, you know, I don't know if I get any more telepathic information and I can get to a library, I will forward it to you.
Sure.
Okay, with any updates that I get. I'm sure I will be getting them because this is an incredibly important, critical time for humanity as all of this plays out. You know, it really is to have some clarity. So that's all I can offer at the moment.
Okay, sure, I understand now, sir. Just I want to go back over some things that you told before. Could you repeat, please, the interview, the name of the people on the interview that you said about the Vatican information?
Yes, it is. It would be Steve Quayle, February 22nd, 2012, with Tom Horn, Horn.
Okay, good.
And there's another gentleman on the interview as well, but it is 3.5 to 4 hours long. It's in 3 parts. I got it from allamericangold.com yesterday, and it's at the very bottom of the web page. And I was guided to it from a friend, and I was just like, "Oh my God!"
Okay.
You know, I'm used to dealing with a lot of intel and amazingly out of this world, out of the box information. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Christian, if you're a Jew, if you're a Muslim, prepare yourself for this information, because this is really happening.
Okay.
And it's dark, dark, dark. It's horribly dark what's about to happen. Okay? But you have to know. You have to know what's coming down so that you can create, we can all create something different.
Yeah, sure. That's the point.
Okay? We have to. We have to. And we can. We can. They've been hiding behind us. And now we can't let them do this anymore.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Next
what
thing.
else, Carlos?
Next thing that I want to go back over is about you told something about demigods. You said that that I understood is the shell government will present the demigods to us, right?
That is correct.
Okay, those demigods are the ones that are known by as the Anunnaki and all other beings that came before to the earth.
They're part of the group that's been here all along, controlling behind the scenes.
Okay, so
they create this global government and this one world currency. They will step forward because they will then have absolute control. So they think that they will have absolute control of humanity.
Sure.
So, and the whole purpose, if I understand Morony correctly, of the events that are going to occur is to empower us so that we will not worship these beings when they appear.
Yeah, no.
Okay, when they appear and declare themselves as God, etc., etc., etc.
Do you have any clue about what will be the things that they are going to do to empower humanity?
No, I at the moment I don't.
Okay, but
I asked, but it was not shared with me.
Okay, and you also told about some very dark beings coming to the earth. Does it has to be anything with some ships that some people are telling that are closing to the earth?
They're here. My understanding is they're multi-dimensional.
Okay.
They're multi-dimensional.
Okay. Sure. The last thing that I want to ask you is I know that you have said this before, but what happened? I mean, do you know what the hell happened with Rob Stanley? Did he just delete everything on his website from that has to be from you? I mean,
no, I don't. I don't. I don't. Bob made a decision, and he just went with it. And I have nothing more to say on that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I have nothing more to say on that.
Okay, sure, that's fine. And
you know, and then I will just say this, that the books that he's written, the contribution he's made is very, very important. Very, very important. And when you listen to the article, when you listen to the interview regarding Rome and how it also connects to Washington, D.C., that's where Bob's pieces come in. And it's critical that not be discounted for any reason. It's critical, that piece of information that he shared. You'll put the pieces together. I'm sure that the listeners will put those pieces together.
Okay, I remember the interview that you are telling. I mean, you said something about the three trusts on the Vatican, and you and you named some people, but I cannot remember the name of the people that you said, because you said that there were a video on YouTube of somebody telling about these three trusts on the Vatican.
I don't have that information because I am not near the internet per se, and I am not in the house talking to you at the moment.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So what I would suggest you do, Carlos, is there are those people who have that information because they sent it to Bob. What you can do is just ask the listeners who hear this to forward that information to you, give them your website, and I'm sure they'll send it to you so that you can have it and continue to push it forward, because that is critical information. It's amazing how manipulated we've been and kept in the dark. It's staggering.
Yeah,
But why don't you just do that, and I'm sure someone will forward that information to you. I'm not in a position to do it.
Okay, that's right.
Okay. So why don't you just do it now, since we're on it?
So okay, that's fine, sir. I think that there are going to be a lot of people very surprised by the information that you shared this time, and I think that the next 5 months will be very, very, very tough. But we have a lot of homework to do, and I hope that everything's going to be fine. I really want you to be fine also, because I know that you are a family man. So I will do anything on my that I can possibly do.
Thank you, Carlos. You're a good man. You're a really, really good man. And there are a lot of really, really good men and women. And you know, we've all been brought to this place where we're really, really tired and stressed out because of world events and the economy. This was all done by design to weaken us so that we would surrender to this power. We cannot give up. We cannot ever, ever, ever surrender our sovereignty as individual souls, or as a race, to a group of demigods that are so dark. We just can't do it. And I promise you, whether I have one supporter or no supporters, I will never ever surrender my sovereignty to these bastards. I will never do it.
Yeah, I know that.
So,
I know. I'm really sure about that. You won't. Me neither.
yeah, boy. That's the way to go.
And I think that there will be a lot of people that are going not to surrender to them, because we, at least I can't talk about myself, that I know who I am, and I don't want to give my power to anyone else.
There you go. There you go. Carlos, after you've listened to the interview with Steve Quayle and Tom Horn, I would love to have your feedback.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And please, people, listen to it. please listen to it. It's critical. I would not point you in that direction unless I thought it was absolutely critical and mandatory, so that you could have that piece of the puzzle. I mean, we're being so distracted by what's going on in the physical world with the governments in Iran and all of that, that we're not paying attention to the spiritual piece, and this is huge. This is huge. This is the spiritual piece of what's going on behind the scenes, and you absolutely have to know.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. So, Carlos, if you could turn off the recorder, we can finish up, just you and me, okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I will stop the recording right now, so give me a second, please.
Sure.